I feel like I haven't talked about mental health in a while, but in light of Chester Bennington committing suicide, and I had a really bad anxiety today, so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Because I feel like by talking about it, we decrease the stigma, which is really important because, all of us probably deal with mental health stuff to some extent. One way my anxiety manifests is as social anxiety, and there was this event that I wanted to go to today that would involve possibly talking about mental health. It was hosted by Wildwood Theater, which is just an up-and-coming theater that wants to take a look at mental health and how that can intersect with theater, which I think is really cool. But this was just, like a roundtable discussion. I get very anxious when I know I have to meet new people and I feel like there's an expectation to socialize. So what I did was had this on my calendar for a while as interested on Facebook, so it's non-committal, right? I messaged them today and asked about any information as far as the agenda or the format, just so I would have a little bit better idea of what to expect should I decide to go. And they responded and were so nice and helpful and even offered to meet me early. The catch is that adds another layer of anxiety because now I feel like someone's potentially expecting me to be there, even though that wasn't necessarily the case, but it's something that I put on myself as part of my anxiety. So I continued to think about it, and I left work early and I went to J. Selby's and I got a soy clone, almost as like a preemptive treat or something, I guess, for possibly going to this. I had not been to the location where this talk happened. So it was just another layer of anxiety because, there's the unknowns of not knowing who's going to be there and what we're going to talk about, but also not knowing where I'm going. So I get there like 45 minutes early and I just sit in my car for like 10 minutes, still not even sure that I'm going to go inside and participate in this talk. I decided to go into the building. It was at a library. It was in their space in the basement. But I kind of did that, like, I'm just here to browse books for a minute as I kind of got my bearings and kind of tried to figure out where the space was. But I did it. I went and I even participated in the conversation, even though my voice was shaking and my face turns red, and I hate that happens. So anxiety sucks. And it's really stressful, and I'm probably going to sleep really well tonight. But it was cool to have other people come out and share their stories and make some connections. So many people deal with all different kinds of mental health challenges, and it's not something that we should be ashamed of, and I think talking about it can really be healing and helpful. So if you need to talk to someone ever, feel free to send me a private message anytime. I'm always here to listen, or, talk to a close friend or something. Just know that you're not alone. I'm also always open to sharing more about, my mental health stuff. I've been in therapy for over 3 years now. I'm always happy to talk about whatever. So if you have any questions, just feel free to let me know. Thanks for listening.